Well, the correct response here is you can either say, are you a teacher, or a drunken master. Really, given what she's said so far, I think either one is reasonable, but I'm gonna go with this one. Oh man, learning things. Thou art I, and I am thou. Stop playing video games and go outside. Oh man. And as always, I feel like I know I don't swear, but I figure it's an abbreviation. I'm not like actually swearing. I'm still not like super comfortable saying it, but whatevs. I just noticed we're not wearing our jacket. It's warmer out. Oh man, class is ended. Wow. Where am I going? Going outside. Because right here is the PA room, and right next to it is the student council room. So we're gonna do Emperor here. I did get Fornius while I was in Tartarus. For the first few ranks, you don't really need an accompanying persona. In fact, I don't think I'll need one for a little while now. But I figured I have one, why not? Because let me actually say for a second on how the point system works with rank ups and the like. All the points that I get here will actually go towards unlocking the next rank up. But if I exceed the necessary amount, it doesn't count. Like, it doesn't count towards the one after that. It starts fresh every rank. So if you answer correctly, you should get enough points to even carry over to the next one. Not always, though. The correct response here is, it's a waste of time. That is actually a point, too, and I think that's something that a lot of people in high school kind of deal with, is they're just coming into society as a whole to the point where they're dealing with society's rules and laws, and they're still at that point where they want to just be able to do whatever the crap they want to do. So every rule, every law feels like it's forcing them down. But without rules and laws, the world would be a really crappy place. They're put in place to keep order. They're not put in place to make people's lives unpleasant. They're put in place so we don't run around killing each other and causing trouble and accident. They're there for our safety and the preservation of things. In theory, there's still some dumb things here and there. Because I'll add to that like, people who make laws are occasionally dumb. And then you get laws made that are dumb. But most of the time, that's not the case. And that is ranking up some Emperor. Sorry, I was just kind of talking that entire time. Really, just the one thing from you there? That wasn't so bad at all. For reference as to why I did not need a persona on that one, hey.
Hey, Yucatan. Have you seen the posts on the student message board? You know how last week that girl was found by the front gate? Well, there's this rumor that it was an angry spirit from this one ghost story.
Oh man, ghost stories.
Hey, come on. Nobody believes that stuff. Right?
Come on, people, it's June. Shouldn't we wait at least for, like, Halloween or something?
So, what is this ghost story about?
What? It's probably made up, so why bother?
Curiosity?
I'm interested. Go ahead and tell us.
I think you're outvoted. The camera zooms in.
Good evening. Welcome to Junpei's Believe It or Don't. There are many strange things in this world.
Just get to the bloody story, Junpei. This is ridiculous.
According to one story, if you get caught at school late at night, you'll be devoured by a maniacal ghost that roams the halls.
A maniacal ghost called Tartarus.
The other day, this friend of mine, let's call him Shu.
That's an interesting thing. What happens if you're, like, in school when Tartarus forms? I imagine regular people would just kind of stick through the dark hour like normal, but what if you're awake? I mean, like, what if you're awake during the dark hour? Like, if one of us were hanging around in school when Tartarus formed. That is a frightening thought.
He said to me, Junpei, I saw something strange. He sounded serious, so I asked him what he'd seen. He said it was about the girl in 2E. He claims he saw her go into the school on the night of the incident. I couldn't believe it. She's not the kind of girl to be out at night. But Shu was as white as a sheet. He insisted it was true. Then, it hit me. That ghost must have tried to make her its dinner. And that's why they found her lying on the ground by the gate. I felt a chill run down my spine, and I broke into a cold sweat. Yes, there are strange things in this world. Believe it or don't.
I'm waiting for, like, in the middle of this for Yukari to, like, flick the lights on.
What do you think, Akihiko?
That was really dumb, Junpei. That was really dumb.
I think it's worth investigating.
Wow, I didn't know you were afraid of ghosts, Yucatan. That's kind of funny.
Hey, watch it! Fine. Then let's investigate. We'll each ask around for the rest of the week. I'll prove to you that this ghost story is just an urban legend.
I appreciate that. The story is a bit unnerving.
Then I'll let you guys handle it. Just make sure you sleep with one eye open.
Okay, 2 points of... like 3 points of note here. I guess I'll start at the most recent and work my way back. When she said that, we should actually now be walking around school and talking to people to try to get some information about this ghost story. You don't have to, though. It's completely optional if you want to or not. A step further back than that, I will actually say, minor spoilers, what happens if you are in the school when it ticks over to the dark hour and you're conscious during the dark hour is actually addressed later on in this game. However, I want to point out to all you people out there in the audience saying, "Oh, Naka, you'll actually find that out later on." I will remind you I actually know what the crap happens in this game. I'm not playing this blind. Alright. Going back one more step. For reference with the points. For the previous social link that I just did, there was only one question asked. If I had a matching persona, I got 22 points for that social link. If I did not have it, I got 15 points. The points needed to get the next rank up is 1. So, as long as I answered that question correctly, I would have enough points to get the next rank up, persona or not. However, the excess points do not carry over. When I start the next social link, it starts again from scratch. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try to jam one more day in here because I don't know how much I've off-screened. So, we're going outside. Specifically, somebody mentioned that maybe like water or something to like keep cats away from the building, which is... that's interesting. But we're going back out to the mall because we gotta work on our charisma. So we're going to Game Panic. Sure will. And we are playing Print Club. Heck yeah. And we go back to the dorm, and the next day rolls over. Actually, no, it doesn't. We are feeling decent, though, so I'm friggin' studying. Gotta get that academics up. Just don't get stuck. Don't you get stuck. I know I wanted you to get stuck earlier, but don't you get stuck now. Yes! Which means I get to study tomorrow night. Oh, what the crap.
Good evening.
Kid. I'm trying to sleep, do you mind?
I came to see you again, as I promised. How are you?
Well, I was doing fine until you woke me up in the middle of the night. I'm trying to get some rest.
I'm glad you remembered me. Now, in another week, the moon will be full again.
Sure will. 7 days.
And the next ordeal will be upon you. So be careful. I'll come again.
All right. Whatever you say, creepy guy. Sure thing. Sure thing. Oh man, schooling. Ugetsu Monogatari. Ah, crap. Wasn't there an anime called, like, something Monogatari? There's a whole bunch of ghost stories. That was an interesting show. Never! Really? That's... What the crap kind of story was that? Crap, man. Crap. Hey! Sup, Chihiro? I know it's like legit social anxiety and a fear of talking to dudes, but she is kind of adorable. I was gonna say, if another person comes over and talks to me, I'm punching them in the face. Unless it's Yuko. Okay, and now that class has ended, we are actually going to do something to make a young lady very happy. We're gonna go talk to Shiro. Sup? I think it would be more adorable if it was more based around like shyness than social anxiety. The correct response here is don't worry about it. Ah, it's fine. I know the people in there. They're alright people. You can say here, either I read the classics or I read manga. Minato, to me... he strikes me as the kind of person that doesn't read terribly often, but I suppose if he did read, I could see him being more into the classics than straight manga. They're the building blocks that set up our society and literature as it is today. Oh, not at all. The correct response is not really. Thou art I, and I am thou. And again, it is important to remember that this isn't just like, oh, she's a little shy, she's like, she really wants to say something, she's just like a little embarrassed and welling up the courage and the thought pattern to stop being a little flustered and actually say it. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is straight up social anxiety. She is flat out scared crapless and is forcing herself to speak. Which is a little more dramatic. Crap, though, I just want to help her out and make her feel decent about things.
Sup, dude?
Sup? I also forgot to talk to people at school. But oh well. Until next time, everyone. The next full moon comes in 6 days, and we've once again been warned. Until then, everyone. Let's see how much ground we can cover.